What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a deck based around Thor and Wong, and then as well Lady Thor, aka the Mighty Thor. So if you have those three cards, this deck is quite fun. Definitely want you to try this out, but if you're missing those three, it might not be the best deck for you. Those edits are going to be changing the deck substantially. Now the rest of the cards, I think they're all flex spots. You don't need to have them. I'll explain my reasonings for them, but you can definitely try some other things in their slots. So the idea of the deck came from me thinking about Thor, who is a 3-cost 4 power on reveal shuffle Mjolnir into your deck. And of course, his Mighty Hammer is an on reveal give Thor +6 power. So the funny aspect of what I wanted to do with this deck is play Thor on top of Wong is one way, which is kind of funny. You get 2 of these hammers, but mainly just pull this hammer later and then play it where Wong is. And since the hammer is an on reveal effect, Thor will get +12. So it'll be a shocking, quick +12 power to Thor. So Wong, obviously I kind of just told you what he did, but he makes the on reveal abilities happen twice. Super fun card. And then I'm using Mighty Thor, Jane Foster. She, on reveal, draw all cards from your deck that cost 0. So I do have Yellow Jacket and Wasp as other cards that I could put in, but they don't really fit the scheme. So the main thing she is going to be drawing is Mjolnir itself, so the hammer, which is really helpful. So we can have a really easy curve of Thor into Wong at a different location, into Jane at any location we want, and then the hammer on turn 6 plus whatever else we feel like playing where Wong is. That's the curve, and then you'll get Thor will go up to a 16 power himself, which is really fun, and then you have some other shenanigans. So the rest of this deck is filled in with some other on reveal stuff that I enjoy. I am using the Black Panther and Arnim Zola combination. I've gone over that before in a couple decks. If you're not familiar with it, it's really strong. I'm sure you guys have seen it on ladder, but essentially you kill Black Panther and reveal him again, so he doubles his power the first time up to an 8. You kill Black Panther, he'll double it up to a 16 at both other locations, so that's an alternate win condition. I'm also using the 6 Spider-Woman variant I have. She's kind of an underwhelming or underplayed card, but I think she's actually pretty solid. She's a 7 power on reveal, afflict all enemy cards here with -1 power. We don't have any other shenanigans with minusing power, but just on top of Wong, it's a huge swing. She can really just murder the opposing lane with a debuff. And then early on, I'm using Sunspot. In case I miss any drops, get a little extra power. I'm using Iceman and Scorpion, which are kind of my 2 go-to 1 and 2 drops. If I don't have a deck that really needs anything particular, I throw those in. I'm using Quake, totally not needed. She just shifts some locations around, which is kind of fun. You could use Scarlet Witch here or Rhino, anything like that to have a little location mitigation. And Storm as well is a little bit more of that. But I'm using Storm and Jessica Jones. So that combo is kind of all over the place, really solid, just 3 into 4. So if I'm missing any of the other cards I want, I can always just try to lock a location down there and then try to win it with one of the other combos that I have. So that's the deck. I'm calling it Wong Hammer. It's quite fun. It has a lot of funny aspects to it. Some crazy things happen. But I want to go over some of the cards that you can definitely replace if you need to. So if you're missing Arnim Zola, Black Panther, Quake, you definitely don't need Quake. I kind of went over that. But if you're missing this top end, you kind of just need another win condition. And one that everyone has is just kind of sticking with White Tiger and Odin. So if you really just need something to play, you can play Odin and White Tiger. So Odin will activate all the on-reveal abilities on your other cards at that location again. And White Tiger summons a random 7 power Tiger Spirit at one of the other 2 random locations. So that is just a way to utilize Wong really well, but it's a little bit all in on the Wong scenario. I like this deck right now because it's not as core, telegraphed. It got a little bit more flexibility. You don't need Wong for it to work. It's just he does help the deck out when he does. But you could definitely just go back to that, because if you have those, or you do have those, if you've played the game really just through the tutorial, you'll have White Tiger and Odin. So those 2 are really good, but you can also just kind of go with like a She-Hulk ability here. We have Sunspot in the deck. It's another big drop. You can put Wave and She-Hulk in if you have those 2. That's kind of a more advanced style on top instead of Black Panther and Arnim Zola. But if you want to stick with more on reveal stuff, there's quite a few other options that you have in the 5-drop area. So I'm looking for Gamora, so she's really good. She gets +5 if the opponent played a card there, which is really nice. So you could play that, which is super fun. And then as far as 6 drops go, I like Magneto kind of just in any deck. You don't really need to utilize the Wong that much, you can just play Magneto and get a good end drop there. So that's the deck. I'm going to go through some gameplay now and hopefully show you how it works. All right, let's jump into some. Got Jessica Jones, Storm, Wong, and Spider-Woman, so not terrible. Don't have a 2-drop or a 1-drop. So there we get Black Panther. So new hot location of the day I'm playing is Vormir. First card you play here is Destroyed. Kind of an awkward card, but it can do quite a lot of damage. So I get to skip this turn 3 because I got an extra mana. So I'm going to go ahead and play Wong on the left side. He can kind of be a good bait card as well. You know, I don't really have to go all in on playing on top of that, but I can if I want, and I can get some crazy damage out from that lane. I am going to go back to having just 3 or 4 mana again next turn. There's a little bit of a glitch right now. When you play something on Vormir, it takes a second for that card to get eaten, but he played Electro there, which is really good, so he's going to have extra energy going on from now, which is solid. We do have the Arnim Zola shenanigans happening, so I'm going to try to go with Jessica Jones on the left, and then I'm going to play Black Panther on one of the other locations, and then Zola on top of that. And we'll see if we can just get a cheeky Black Panther Arnim Zola type win. Well, we can't because we got leeched, which is brutal. So we got leeched, but that's alright. He's at 6 energy now. I'm going to just play Mighty Thor. I'm not going to be able to pull anything, but the cool thing about her is she's still just at 8 power, so still a really strong card, even without the ability. You know, if you think about, you compare the cards to their base vanilla versions, Abomination is 9 power, she's only 1 less, so she still holds up pretty good. He's got Onslaught in the middle, which I'm not sure what that does exactly. So the first card I play in the middle is going to get destroyed, so I just want to put some generic power out there. I'm just going to go ahead and throw Spider-Woman Iceman on the right side. See if we can just get an easy win, avoiding Leech's shenanigans. But we gotta see what he does. Played another card in the middle. I bolstered the right location, so yeah, he played Claw, which is gonna boost this location by a bunch of power, by 12 with Onslaught, but I figured he was pushing toward that location since I was winning the left a lot more. So he pushed to the right, but we held it down. You know, doesn't really highlight a whole lot other than Jessica Jones is also good just with Wong. You just trigger that twice and get a lot of extra power. All right, let's get another one. Black Panther, Jessica Jones, and Arnim Zola. So we got our top end settled, but we have nothing early, and we get 1 extra energy this turn, which I unfortunately can't utilize. He plays a really nice Electro variant, but don't have a 1-drop there. I'm skipping my turn 2, but we got 3, 4, 5, and 6 set. So it looks like he's going to win that location if he feels like it. I'm going to go ahead and drop Storm on Mojo's World, because I probably won't be able to win that one myself. So Storm's going to go there. Jessica Jones is going to go on top of Storm. And then ideally I'm going to be playing Black Panther and Arnim Zola on the left side. Alright, so we got Jessica Jones coming out. And we're feeling good with Black Panther, Arnim Zola, so you just got to be careful. I've made decks about this before. It's just a really good win condition if your deck, you know, you normally want at least 2 win conditions in every deck. Since it's a 12-card deck, you see most of your cards every turn, every game, but there is going to be 2 to 4 that you're going to miss most games. So when you do that, you want to just have a second option. So this is my second option here. There's a lot of good, strong second options. This is just the one I went with. So what it'll do is I'll put Black Panther here, Zola on top of that, and I'll try to win the other 2 locations. It does work pretty well with Wong as well, but I wanted to play Jessica Jones there to lock down a location. Alright, so I really just need to beat this middle location. And he's going to be a 16 power, which should be good. But we'll see where he plays. Yep, so he's playing on top of that, which is one of the mistakes people can do when they play against Black Panther. They play something on there thinking I'm going to play like Odin or something on top. But playing Arnim Zola, we give that location up and we push the other 2 locations. So not exactly what I'm going for with this deck as far as the funniness that is Wong and the hammer, but still works. Alright, we got Thor, Lady Thor, and Spider-Woman. Not bad. So the Nexus is here. So this location is a must play. You gotta either remove the location or fully commit to it. He's got Yellow Jacket and Yondu. So I'm guessing he's going to get some destruction. So we lost Arnim Zola. That's all right. First card I play there is Destroyed, which is kind of interesting. I'm going to try to ignore the location for now. I'm going to go ahead and play Scorpion. Hit his hand a little bit. Thor is definitely going to come down now. Thor is going on top of the Nexus. We got Thor, Lady Thor, and Spider-Woman. All that would be pretty solid. He's going Storm, so he's going to try to win that middle location, which means this left location seems like it's a legit location. Seems like it's not going to get killed if you already played his card that kills that. So we're going to go ahead and play Jessica Jones in the middle. I think we're okay with that. And then we're going to go with a Jane Foster and Spider-Woman to follow up and try to get that left location. Alright, so he's got a Cerebro deck. Hitting in -1 with Scorpion actually really messes this deck up. You see Nightcrawler is now actually not getting that buff, which is pretty great. So we're going to go ahead and play Lady Thor. I need to draw this hammer now so I can afford to play it next turn. So he knows where I'm going, because Daredevil, if you haven't seen Daredevil, he on turn 5, you get to see your opponent's plays before you make your own. Super cool card. He went with Scorpion, which is not a whole lot of power on this left side Nexus location, which is a very important location. Can single-handedly win you the game, which I'm hoping it does right now. So I'm definitely going with Spider-Woman and Iceman, and then I can throw the hammer on the right side. So it's going to give me a lot of power. So Spider-Woman's going to give me +6, but -4 from their side. So yeah, I'll do the math after this victory screen pops up. But even if he played something a little bit better, I guess he doesn't really have anything because it's a Cerebro deck. Probably should have stormed the Nexus if you're playing Cerebro, because this location can get out of hand. But essentially, Spider-Woman was coming down. She's a 6, but she's -1 from every opponent card here. So she's actually a swing of 10 power there. Iceman's just a +1, but Mjolnir is coming down. Not on top of Wong, but still coming down, giving Thor a nice +6. So you got to make sure to play Jane on turn 5. So if you play her on turn 6, you'll draw the hammer, but it'll be too late. Can't use it. So one key thing is play her on turn 5. You can play her anywhere, and the cool thing is you can kind of commit some extra power in a weird way. She'll allow you to be 8 power at one location, but she'll also give you the hammer, which is going to boost either the same location she's on or wherever Thor is if you played her somewhere else, which is cool because you can kind of spread the power that she really is bringing. You got to view her mostly as really a 14 power, but you had to see Thor. So she's only a 14 power on certain games when you see Thor first. Really strong card, really fun card. I can't wait to make more decks with Jane. But that's the deck, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got to experience this deck for yourself if you have these cards. If you do, enjoy the deck. Let me know how it goes. Leave a like, leave a comment below what you think. Leave a subscription to the channel as we race our way to 1,000 before the new year. That's the goal, and I appreciate all you guys watching. Stay tuned for more content, and keep on snapping.